Hi lads, in this video I'm going to go through the two oblique plane questions that I got you to do for the other day, just showing you models of how they actually work for anybody who may have been still stuck on them. So the first one was the triangular lamina, and if I just scroll back to what you would have started off with. So the first thing you would have had is you would have had the trace of your plane. I just put that plane actually in there. There you go. You'd have had your oblique plane and you would have been told that if we looked in at the front of it, it was at 30 degrees, and in plan it would be 45 degrees. As I explained in the previous video, the oblique plane, it's a flat surface, and the way we get our traces are where basically the plane hits off the vertical plane and the horizontal plane. So the exact point where it hits it here and ends here at the XY line give you your horizontal trace. And then for your vertical trace is where the plane hits off the vertical plane and intersects between those 2 points there, giving us that line. Obviously the bigger you make the plane, the further out your traces are going to go, but just for the sake of questions we actually put limits on them. So if I scroll down, I'm just showing there the triangular lamina that you would have had after you draw your elevation plan, what you're actually drawing. So you can see there, triangular lamina is actually on that plane. If I turn it around to its edge roughly, you can see it's just sitting flat right on it there. And what you're given is the plan. Now if we look in at the plan, that's the shape you'll see there, that black outline, where you had your line at 30 degrees and your measurements drawn in. Now for the actual question, I've changed the measurements to make them way bigger because it'd be way too small if I was to actually use the model for it. So I just made them bigger. So it might look a little bit off, but it's the same idea behind it. What you then do is you take, for example, this point here. You go first of all parallel to your trace there. So there's your horizontal trace. There's your line going in parallel to it, and also your line that will go straight up into your elevation. After that then, where your parallel line hits the XY line, you go straight up to hit your trace in elevation and take that across, and remember your line continues straight up in your elevation there. So that will give you this point here above. So you can see with the triangular lamina drawn in already there, you can see the 3D view, and then if I just go down one more, there you can actually see the elevation now drawn in. So showing how to do just one point in purple there. Also, I've just shown how it actually works in terms of the 3D model. So you can see there in plan, that point there will go straight upwards to give it the point on the actual plane there. And in elevation, that point will come straight out to meet it there to give you that corner there on the triangular lamina. And it'll be the exact same for all other points. You would take them all in parallel, up and across, except for the one on the ground. The one on the ground obviously can't go up, so it'll just come straight in. And then we'll just go across, and if I just take a line up there, it'll give me that point. So instead of making it really messy, I've just done one point to actually show you how it works. So the main thing you need to focus on is just how that works there, taking the line in, up and across to give in each view. So we see our elevation, it looks like that. We see our trace there. Plan, we have our view like that, and you can see our trace there. And then just in 3D, if you're to sketch it out in 3D, it would look something like this, showing how it all works. For the other one, I just did a quick model of the hexagonal one as well. Once again, I just picked my own measurements just to have it big enough to fit on the actual screen so you can see it, because the other model would have been very small. So once again, if I just scroll back to what we would have started off with, there's our plane there, once again showing where it hits it to give our traces, the vertical and horizontal traces. And you see there then is, you see the actual lamina itself, so the hexagonal lamina that rests on it. So in the plan, you can see there it's our hexagon going 30 degrees each side. Our side lengths in the question will be 20. And what you do is you draw your plan first. Same idea again. Just shown in purple once again there. These two lines parallel to hit our XY line, taken straight up. And then when we draw our elevation, we can see we take them up and across to give us a point there. I still haven't drawn my elevation yet, just one point at a time. And then when I take them all up, I'd have that shape there. and then once again showing how that point is found out here in the 3D view. Just the idea of taking your point straight up, take it straight out to actually find where it is floating on the actual plane itself. So hopefully that video helps anybody who may have been unsure of how it actually worked.